In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure the Datahub to act as an MQTT broker. The broker feature in Datahub turns into an on-premise MQTT gateway connecting MQTT clients with any Datahub client or server for any supported protocol. This includes OPC DA, OPC UA, Modbus, ODBC, DDE, and more. To begin, we must first enable the MQTT broker feature in Datahub. The first box we have is to enable plain text connections on the specified port. We're going to enable this and ensure the port is something we want to work with. This is the default of 1883, and we can apply this now. Additionally, you can use a secure connection with MQTT via SSL. The default port is 8883, but can be changed, and the certificate file can be in use. Next, we have different message content types. The first option, do not process messages, just route them, is what most brokers do. Any broker you get will typically just route messages from one client to another. That's not what makes the Datahub powerful. What makes Datahub powerful is the ability to treat messages as text, or even more importantly, as point values. We're going to start by interpreting the messages as data points here. Once selected, we have to specify the message format of the MQTT messages coming from the client. In this case, I'm going to accept a topic name, a value, a tag name, quality, timestamp, and sender ID. The message format you type in here needs to match the message format coming from your MQTT client. In this case, this is the format the client is sending to the broker. This feature lets Datahub's broker understand JSON packets and extract them as individual points, which creates interoperability with systems such as OPC. Let's click OK and then apply. Now let's click View Data. This screen allows us to see the live status of all points in Cogent Datahub. I'm going to expand the data domain here of MQTT, and I find a temperature tag here. You can see the structure is broken down from the tag itself. I can also get a value, quality, and timestamp as it changes. In this example, there's a quick Fahrenheit temperature being given that changes every few seconds. Now I can connect another MQTT client application to my Cogent Datahub broker. For this, I'm using a sample application called MQTT Explorer. Here I have the host of the broker. This is just the loopback address because I'm on the same machine. And I have the port of 1883 that we defined earlier. Once I press connect, I'll receive all the data points that are available in the MQTT broker from Datahub. You can see I have an object here called MQTT with a JSON packet that's updating. This is the raw JSON packet that is being provided through the MQTT broker in Datahub. I can have my value, the tag name, and quality, sender ID, topic name that we all defined earlier. One of the great things with Cogent Datahub is once I have the data in here, I can connect to it to any of these other plugins. For example, we have OPC DA. Within this, I can both connect to external servers or act as my own OPC DA server. From here, I'm going to open another test client in the background for OPC DA connectivity. So I can showcase that we can collect MQTT data via OPC DA. I'm going to select the prog ID for Cogent Datahub. I'm going to make a new group and then add new items from this as well. And here I can see the folder for MQTT, the similar structure path for the tag down to the sensor and my temperature. Once I add this tag, I can see I once again have the value, timestamp, and quality via OPC DA. Now I'll showcase using OPC UA. This is very similar as I can both act as OPC UA client to external servers or act as my own OPC UA server in Datahub. With this, I can then connect an OPC UA client to read the data out of Datahub. I had a connection here already. I can go and browse into the same folder path I saw before to get to my temperature tag and add this to my client. Once done, I can see the tag name, value, timestamp, and the quality. With that said, anything you see within here in Datahub is reachable between each other. So another feature we see some users opt to do is with Modbus. We have an option here within Datahub for Modbus connectivity, and it allows you to connect to any Modbus TCP device. You could use the MQTT broker feature to consume data from a client and push this off to a Modbus PLC. You could even do this to DDE. For older connections, you could get data from MQTT Clients into the broker, drag and drop this value into an Excel sheet, and see live data in Excel updated via MQTT. Another use case is using the email SMS plugin. Some users may want to send email alerts when the value from a sensor goes above a certain threshold, such as 120 degrees. Well, I could just set that as an email using Datahub with this feature and shoot off an email every time that occurs. To summarize, we need to enable the MQTT broker and specify the specific message format coming from our MQTT client. That's about all there is to set up the Datahub as an MQTT broker. And once you do, you've now created a gateway from MQTT to many other protocols that Datahub supports, including OPC DA, UA, Modbus, ODBC, DDE, and much more.